to discuss the emerging issues that touches on our people. I'm happy to report this morning that we have had a successful engagement for the last 2 hours on the way forward of a stalemate that was almost happening between us, the old investor, and the new investor to come. I wish to report then today that having done our engagement for the last 2 or 3 hours, represented happily by the all arms of the county, which is the top leadership of this county government of Kericho, the governor and the speaker and the MCS, and together with our friends, we've had a very, very tough and cordial engagement at the same measure. We want to insist from the word go that we open up and will open always our doors for investors in the county government of Kericho. We hold the view that for the county to progress, we must at all times have investors globally, because Kericho and Kenya is also competitive in terms of attracting investors to this great county, given the good environment, climatic conditions that we have in Kericho, especially in the tea industry. In moving towards industrializing and making Kericho a better place, we have also insisted that whatever trade and whatever agreements you are making with the investors, the priority should always be the interest of the Kipsigis people. In the past, we know that agreements has been made without involvement of the local community, and this has seen the local community get a raw deal in the process of engagement. Quickly, some of the issues that we have talked about intensively today is the stake of the community in the James Finlay, in former James Finlay, forgive me, I'm used to James Finlay so much, in former James Finlay run industry, the tea industry, yeah. And we have agreed that they will be giving out from the new buyer and themselves 15% of the shares to the local community. And I think for me, this is a progressive step that will take us forward. Because for the first time in history, the TSS has been changing hands minus involvement of the local community. This is a brilliant move from the team of James Finlay and Mr. Brown, and I want to appreciate you on behalf of the people of Great County of Kericho for really considering and accepting that we can have 15% for the local community. The decision on who is going to hold the 15% on behalf of the great people of Kericho is a discussion that we have jointly agreed to form a working committee for the next 4 to 6 months before the new before the new investor takes over the industry. And today we have formed a joint committee which comprises of the executive and also comprises of the assembly. We've identified from the executive the CC for lands, Mr. Brian, the CC for finance, Mr. Leonard Ngetich, and we also have the county secretary. From the assembly, we being led by the deputy speaker, Mheshimiwa Watchman. We also have Mheshimiwa chairman for lands, Mheshimiwa Hezron Bet from Chilchila, and we also have Matthew, who is the MCA of Chaikwat. In our secretariat, as well as the legal team, Sharon, from the assembly, and also our legal team from the county executive, Madam Ellis Pett, will be leading that team. The other team of Ekatera, which is led by Mr. Sami, and the new employer, and the new investor, and Mr. Browns, would be able also to second for us a team that will sit with this team to agree on the shareholding of 15%. We know and we are persuaded that the same 15% can be equally owned by the county government and be conditioned to be bursary for our children. And we know the negotiations will be done, and ultimately, once they are done within the next 5 or 6 months, they will be able to give the great people of Kericho County the report. And for me, this is a huge, huge, huge achievement for the people of Kipsigis, because we have never seen this before. Secondly, we have exhausted and talked about the MOU, that for the first time in our history, the new investor Mr. Brown, together with the county government of Kericho, will also sit with the same team and draw an MOU which will guide their operations in county government of Kericho. This includes the social responsibility. We know James Finlay has been giving out some good quality of community work, and we wish also that the feelings of the county government of Kericho be taken in place, so that this time round it is not what the company decides to offer, but it is what the people requires, and that will be driven by a public participation. And so an MOU will also be drawn on the operation that includes that, and that also includes the resurvey of the land. I'm very happy to note that progressively the new investor, together with the outgoing investor, has shown commitment that they are willing to pull out the court cases that has hindered us from doing the resurvey. And we are saying that whatever we agree, we can agree and pull away the court cases and avoid us doing litigation, because we want to have a very good environment between us and the investor. And so one of the things that the team will be working on is the question of resurvey, to understand the exact acreage of land, so that if the company has not been, if there are some sections of the farm that we have under declaration of taxes, the same will be looked into, and vice versa. Progressively, again, we have also talked about the employees in the James Finlay, and we have shared with us our concern that when there was a takeover from Lemotit Farm, quite a number of employees were made redundant. And we have agreed today that within the MOU, we'll also agree that none of employees in the James Finlay will be sacked, so that we have continuity of their people and nobody will be rendered jobless. And I'm very happy that they have shown commitment that no one will be sacked at James Finlay. I'm also very happy today that the new investor has indicated that we will be opening up more doors for employment for our people. And I think we have had serious issues with employment in terms of mechanization, in terms of expansions of the tea plantation, and he has offered that we'll be going to sit down with the team so that he ensures also that more people are employed in the county government of Kericho, even as he continues to contribute to Kericho in terms of the sugar industry, because he's also an investor in sugar industry, he's an investor in other manufacturing interests. And I believe by working together cordially and by beginning working together in this same manner, then we'll be able to work together. Because we have agreed that going forward, nothing will be done without involving the county government of Kericho. Unlike in the past, where some agreements were being signed in the night somewhere at the RD House in Nairobi. But this time around, we're going to have most of our agreements being done with the county government and driven by public participation, so that we cater for the interests of our people. We want to say that we're happy for this engagement, even as we continue to engage, even as we continue to build business together and open doors for more investors in the county government of Kericho, but noting that the interests of the Kipsigis people must always take precedence. Before I'll invite a representative to speak on their behalf, I would like to invite the Speaker of the County Assembly to make a remark on behalf of the County Assembly.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Of course, the most important responsibility of a government, and for us, the County Assembly here, as well as the executive, is, of course, to protect the interests of the community. Secondly, is again to provide conducive environment for our investors, so that, of course, we can have that mutual benefit. Today, I'm very happy with the discussion that we have had with both James Finlay and Browns, who are coming to take over. The discussion that we have had has been very fruitful. Of course, the aspects of employees of James Finlay being retained. There is also the aspect of now the new investor coming in, giving a commitment that they will employ more of our locals in the tea estate, as well as a number of social responsibility programs that we have discussed. I'm happy that at least for the first time in history, we had a boardroom discussion. We agreed on a number of issues that needs to be addressed, and I'm happy that there is a working team that have been formed, as the governor has, of course, shared with you, that that team will have to look at a number of issues, so that by the time in the next 6 months, 4 to 6 months, the working team would have come up with the issues that we discussed. I can assure you that, of course, as the representatives of the people of Kericho and the investors, there is that willingness to work together to ensure that we benefit, the community benefits, as well as the investor also has that conducive environment so that we can build our economy together. I want to sincerely thank the governor, of course, the senator, governor, as you are all aware, that he pronounced himself yesterday on the same matter, on the aspect of changing business. And I think it is important to clarify that the land has not been sold. It is the business that has just changed names from James Finlay to Browns. But the most important thing is the aspect of the 15% stake to the community. And we have agreed that such an aspect must be dealt with and agreed upon by all of us. So we expect that that will be done, and of course, our people will benefit from the same. I want to register my gratitude to James Finlay, even though, of course, over time, we have had a number of issues and concerns. I think also we must also give them credit for the work that they have done in the corporate social responsibility world. And of course, they have transferred the same to Browns. I only want to wish the new investor good time, and also to give commitment that as an assembly, whatever the legislations that needs to be done in consultation with the executive, we shall work closely together to ensure that we provide that conducive environment. At the same time, it benefits our local community. Thank you so much for that comment. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Speaker, Dr. Patrick Mutai. I want to welcome a representative from our team, and we really appreciate what you have done for our community in terms of the social responsibility. We have had health centers, we have had water conservation, and other ventures. So I would wish to welcome my brother to give a comment.
Good morning. Thank you, Your Excellency. So my name is Ben Wolfe. I am representing James Finlay Limited, which is the holding company of James Finlay Kenya. And I'd like to thank His Excellency the Governor and members of the County Assembly for the open and sort of very useful dialogue that we've had this morning. And that follows our decision to exit our tea estate business in Kenya. That came as a result of a strategic decision and strategic change that Finlays has made, aiming to focus more on our extracts businesses as we move forwards and moving away from our leaf growing operations here. In deciding on the new investor, it was really important, and actually the main concern for us was to ensure that the business was going to continue to be successful, but was also going to continue to be supportive of all of our staff within James Finlay Kenya and supportive of the local community. We've identified Browns, a large company from Sri Lanka, as the best party to do this. So Browns is a very large company that operates tea estates in Sri Lanka and has previously bought Finlay's tea estates there and made a great success of those businesses since the sale. So we have every confidence that Browns will be an excellent partner for you and for our colleagues on the Finlay's tea estate. I'm also delighted that together with Browns we decided to make a transfer of 15% of the shares in James Finlay Kenya to the local community. And we've had some great conversation this morning about how that will happen. And we'll be continuing those conversations over the coming weeks, as His Excellency has said, and coming to an agreement on the exact process to ensure that the widest possible group of communities, the Kericho and Boma community, can benefit from that transfer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think we've had this conversation, and I just want to say from the word go that it is us from the county government and the team that you have got which will determine how this 15% will be handled. And I say it from the word go that is the interest of our people which is a priority, and how this will benefit our people. And as we look forward, as we welcome the new investor, we are also appreciating the fact that they have taken cognizance that there is a functional county government that represents the people that must at all times be consulted even as we do any transaction. For James Finlay, we wish you well in your next ventures. We wish you well in your next business that we are going to venture elsewhere in the world. And as we welcome the new investor, we look forward that we're going to have a deeper relationship with the county government of Kericho, which will be people-focused and community-focused to the hosting community. Thank you so much, and God bless you. The Senator, of course, Senator Aaron Cheruyat, we have had conversation from him from last night, together with the ambassadors, respectively, from Sri Lanka, from America, and other places. And it's important to note that this was a bigger conversation. And Aaron has raised serious concerns also. And as by yesterday, before this meeting, we were willing to go to court to stop the entire process. But after this meeting has happened, and we have seen the interest of our people has been carried, equally informed the senator of the same, and we've been keeping briefs even before the meeting took place. And I think we are all happy as leadership of Kericho that we have taken the proper direction to ensure that the interest of our people is met, while at the same time we protect the interest of the investor in Kericho, so that we are able to also attract more investors to come to Kericho. Thank you so much. Unless there's one question?
Yeah, two actually.
Okay.
My name is Peter Lissenberg from the Nation Media. This is an institution, this is a business that is spread across two counties. This 15%, how do you split it up? Number two, as the new investor, bearing in mind that mechanization has been a very contentious issue. And the task force that you formed has recommended a 60 to 40% scale down. As the new investor committed to scaling down on mechanization, number one. Number two, on the same, bearing in mind, like you raised yesterday, in Sri Lanka, they are not mechanized.
Yeah, thank you. One, of course, top of my discussion, and I'm happy that the investor has done a background on our thinking as a county government. He has committed to scale down. He has committed to even create more opportunities for employment in the new dispensation. And like you, I agree with you that Sri Lanka has not been heavy on mechanization. And that is why I believe with this experience in Sri Lanka, he is opening up his thoughts to understand also the need for our people to be employed. Of course, you have seen in Bomet and Kericho that there's been constant fights on matters of, illegal plucking of tea. And we've been able to share with him the concern that the reason in this is because of unemployment. And he has committed himself that he's going to double up employment and is going to increase that space. On matters 15% between Bomet and Kericho, of course, like I said, we have a team that will be working, and out of it we'll be able to get a solution towards the same, or not the same will happen.
My question is about, we are talking about business, and we are talking about buying and selling. How much is the actual cost of the business, and how much has it been sold? Number two, it's about lease. These pieces of land are under lease, 99 years if I'm not wrong. So where will the new investor pick from? Yes.
It is for the same reason that for the first time in the history of the Kipsigis, we are doing an MOU. Because one of the reasons we actually raised is that the leases has been shrouded in mystery. And we want to understand that how long will this new investor operate, and at what terms is he going to operate. So the team that we have formed will form part of the MOU, will be the leases agreement. The second question was?
About the cost.
The cost. We raised the issue about the cost, and the team will tell us about how much this is being salted. I mean the tea plantation, because it doesn't include the land. It's about the tea, the investment in tea, and other process they have done. So the team will also give us the cost and what will be coming to us as the county government in terms of the 15%. Yeah. I think, is there any other?
Yes, Governor, as soon as this is done, are you able to make it a public document because it has been a concern of the society?
Yeah.
Then number two, is the new investor ready to maybe lease the same piece of land at the current rate?
Yes, we are very happy we have made progress on terms of the leases agreement and the leases agreement in current price and rate. And so we have instructed our team. You remember we had a task force which has proposed that we do 5,000 to 10,000. And so what we are saying is that the new investor is willing and has committed himself to work within the current ratings and the current pricing in the market. And the MOU will include that sense of the revenue that is coming to the county in terms of leases. And second, what was your question?
Will the agreement be made public?
Oh yeah. Once we have the agreement within the team, it will be made public again through another press conference, because the new investor then will be in taking fully, and you will do another joint a joint press briefing here, disclosing the agreement, all of them, and also giving the same to the assembly for debate, which is a public document, and they'll also be able to make legal legislations out of it, which will ensure that even if I'm not the governor today and the speaker is the speaker today, the same agreement bounds and moves us forward.
Now, will it have alignment with the previous document that has been kept for a long time?
Which documents now?
The Ms. Finlay has not displaced the same document. Now you are saying after you disclose the new document. What about the previous document?
Which document is it? The lease document. Yeah, that is why we are putting it on table now. You know, for the first time, this discussion has never taken place. And that is why for the first time, we are saying there will be an MOU. In the MOU, it includes the lease agreement, the lease documents, and the operations. And that is what will be made public. Because for the first time, we are doing this. It has never happened before. Within our land, it's just been being done somewhere. But for the first time, we are putting it on the open, and they are also willing. And we have accepted with them. Actually, we have agreed that there is nothing which will be done in darkness. They will not be doing things the way they've been doing before. But every other thing will be having discussed here with the service of the people, and then we come forward and give a present like this and share the documents to the media and to the county assembly for people to consume. So I think up to there,
One more question, Your Excellency.
I think we.
Excellency.
Yeah.
I just privilege just a minute.
Because we are getting late. We are getting late and we need to run. Ragu give me 10 row. Go give on Deutsche Bagaricho. Give me 10 row go on the Governor to Yane. Act Speaker, Najones, Nova County Assembly. I gave me the Nagan Festas at Jogati to watch James Finlay, Action Magoba. Our water along with go agree and accent at Avon, the Chang, Gele, Kalian Sigel, Gagule Barani, and Mogimua Witch. So out of it, Kengalal, Agangalal go to Coaching, Agiche, Kuchakobwa, I will let Corey sending on the very important, now going to Gangalal to one. Kobwa, I will accept the Nagiche, will give me Mokos at Chica, public participation go on. So Raga gang, a Lolchine, Age Goshide, Gagino technical team, then to chin some members of the assembly executive. I will go to team Yanagiche, see invest in the Yone, borrowed which I'll go Goshina invest in the Yone. Keleneta, Kongalega mechanization, equals Kelen down. Go here catching their tax force. I'll Yan gave that direction. The boy, Kogago Yan, Kole, Igo Chin, keep Sigi Shek, 15%, the Bagabcha in the Bachims Finlay. I go and Nanego never man and give not a Saidi. And Gamutu my exhibition in the morning. Kill Gochi, capture in, keep Sigi Shek, any percentage. So Ra, Kogo 15%, the Bagabcha in it. I give Gago to tax and gold team in Dochin. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and to watch man. I want to from our end County Secretary, Dr. Paul Aglen at Getty. I saw a bit she didn't kill 15% you can't do down again chop down. Because interest in yon, Kimachi 15% in the good order the logo jogging a leg of passary, Torto logo jogging a leg of health, again to 2 million Madrid and Yonet. I got she never and a leg of leases. Kilera, Kumogis and the lease agreements in Nairobi. Kicha belisa sikyo engaro gericho asiki kuyengele iburi bichu kasadet yana yaitone biashara nywan amungare nywan age go shine gora ene moyu kele negi ni authority bikyo yuginye ngo kiche Finlay go gina go tese betale kinan kubo go chaba inet kwani bichu ko negi ni nyege ogo go shine gele en kasi ne yugo yiwech go chogo ye check pick up gericho through public participation sure road wage kolle chike road chini gele toret pikyo genorane agenorane Agne Bamusha Saidi, Koshina Goshinegel, Metu Besho, Kotaki Gaita to Kipsik, a market Kipsik. And that is why I was almost to lower Gituli, come with Pichukova. So no go more to Lom go away gas. No one like Digate one another. Like in the go and get Mwanga leg, Kopwara, Konyoga Chichi, Kolonga Mwanga, Mungo Gichapati, Kebe Gotini, Kito, no see, but care any father sales agreement. And Gamuka Minel Sigo, Kita to the Machegay, Kunyoli Goshin. So Chitamacha Kita and Ogir to Jagimiro. Go invest in the Yone, Kumachitane. Congo merely Sri Lanka. I get only Sri Lanka, give Matao and Lega machine Sri Lanka, Matao, but you know, Okanga which and not in the Garani, no Giri Limuche, Konyo Mut Kiricho. But I go shit in the Tokul, kill the Magimacho, get the Marani, Volumotit. I will not a number say no more you, Negisire. Kaya gistiri washine gele magibuta ni kubaiti watoto agenge HMS Finlay lakini nyeketese kiboitinik kesire simakai lemutik chikinyen nekikibe mbaret akebuta chitugul komatokotestai economy eng koronoto. So nibuch kemwoe kongoi mising ak kemwoini kongoi biik kyok chebo Kericho Kipsek muitaet ak kelelen kotoretech Jehova yon kitestai ng'alechu ngamun tomo kokoita mbaret fully kokakichop timit nedochin MCAs kyok ak biik kyok chebo executive asikobit kekoshin en uyan ako mi kora wakili mi loyosek kyok Alisbeth ak Sharon nebo assembly chenyokotoretech kosubteni these agreements mwisho koboto part of this process. So moketinye ng'al chechang mising amokyinigei chemiach ak kemokyini biik kyok chebo chemiach. Asante sana. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.